everyone, welcome to Kel's Stitches. I am Kelly and this is my channel all about cross stitching. Today is a Thursday, the 16th of November 2023, and this is Flosstube number 36. So I would just like to say a welcome to any of my new subscribers. I hope you like what you see and you like the content that I show you, and welcome back to any of my existing subscribers who come back every time I post a video, and for coming back. And I'd like to just say thank you for coming over and watching what I have to show you. It is very much appreciated. I know there is a lot of Flosstubers out there and we're quite spoiled for choice in our viewing, so it is very, very much appreciated when I do get people commenting and liking my videos. So thank you very much. So this fortnight I only stitched on 4 projects. Work was very hectic. I will get into that after the stitching in case you don't want to hear about any of that. So let's get straight into what I stitched or worked on for this fortnight. So the first one was not that one, it was this one. Sunusi by Long Dog Samplers. So that is what it is going to look like once it is completed. And a picture of where it was, and this is where I'm up to. So I worked on this for 2 days and I got 900 stitches into it. So I think it was just all this down here that I completed. Yeah, so that's looking good. I will finish off the teal that I'm using, and then I will complete the purple bits before I move the nudge hoop. So I am stitching this on just 18 count plain white Aida using Silks for You floss. So the purple is PR001 and the teal is PR147. So they're the 2 colours that I am using. And that is that one. Give me a second, guys. Alright, I just had to readjust the camera. I didn't like where it was sitting, so I am sorry if you can hear anything in the background. Up on the hill above us, they are still doing a lot of work. As I said once before, I don't know if it is a housing development, a housing estate, or something else going in up there, but they've got a lot of heavy machinery up there at the moment and digging in pipelines and drainage and stuff like that. So there may be some noises in the background and I hope they are not too loud. Alright, so the next one that I worked on was this one, which we have not seen for a while. This is my Happy Mood Point Quaker sampler. So this is a shop off Etsy. They used to be called Happy Mood Point, but I have a funny feeling that they changed the name and I don't know what they've changed it to. So yeah, and maybe if you just typed in Happy Mood Point it'd still come up, I don't know. But my hair is doing some really funny things. So yeah, that is what it will look like when it is finished. put a picture of where it was, and this is where I'm up to. So I have finished off that blue one up there, blue ornament up there, and I've moved down to this next one. As you can see, I am doing them in Christmas colors, so I'm going to do it more like a Christmassy type of a thing. I don't often stitch Christmas, but when I seen this one, I just thought it lent itself to being stitched in different colors as ornaments. So once it's finished, I will decide how I'm going to finish it, whether I make it into a pillow or just frame it or something like that. I don't know, but I am using all metallics. So your petite treasure braids, using all different colors in that, and in some of these smaller motifs, like these little ones here, I am going to bead them in sort of matching colors to the floss. So that is where it is up to, or where I've got to it with it, and I worked on this for 2 days and I got 600 stitches into it. Haven't seen this one for quite a few months, so I thought I would pull it out and get a little bit more into it. So this one is being done as a sal with Nicole from North Island Stitcher here on Flosstube. Alrighty-o. Next one that I worked on was this one, Spirit Guides. Artwork is by Laurie Brindle and the chart is by Painfree Crafts. That is what it'll look like when it is completed. Now, this is where the wheels started to get a little wobbly in the fortnight. I didn't have as many stitching days as I would have liked to. So wrangle all this fabric where it was before, and this is where I'm up to. As you can see, I have finished this page, and I've moved on. Oop, nearly dropped it. And I have moved on to the next one. So I've finished the horse's jaw and throat latch there. You can see the pattern in the sky starting to come through, and the reins of the horse. So this should bring me, I think, down along here is into the jaw and coming down along to the muzzle and the nose of the horse. So yeah, that is where I got to. I worked on this for 3 days and I got 1,000 stitches into it. And it's looking really, really good. No, I can't show you the whole lot because I have it folded into my Q-snap. But I will take all of these out of the Q-snaps and frames when I do my whip parade at the end of the year and show you my full progress over the year. Right. Alright, so the last one that I worked on for this fortnight was Shaped Wolf. Artwork is by Greg Giordano and it is charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, who is currently having a sale if anyone wants to go over and have a look. Just saying. Anyway, so this is what it'll look like when it is completed. try to get the reflection out of there. No, not working. All right, so where it was, and this is where I've got to. So I have finished off the last few stitches that I was doing in here, and I've moved over heading towards his tail. So I've decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to go backwards and forwards either side, and just do the column of pages down. So I'll do these column of pages, then I'll move to the other side towards his head and do the column of pages, then I'll come back and do another column of pages, and I'll keep working like that until it is all complete. So I worked on this for 2 days and I got 800 stitches into it. This is where the wheels really fell off in my stitching fortnight due to work, which I will tell you all about after I finish all of the stitching and the haul and everything that I've got. So yeah, that was looking pretty good. This is being, and I did not tell you any of the other fabrics because I don't know, my mind is just not with it today. I must probably still a little bit exhausted. This is being stitched on 18 count Aida that I hand dyed myself in a terracotta color. So that is looking really good. Spirit Guides is being stitched on 16 count Aida. I don't even know why I looked at the tag because the tag says 18 count and I freaked out because I thought it wasn't going to fit, so I counted the fabric and it was actually 16 count. So Spirit Guides is on 16 count and the Happy Mood Point is on a 16 count Aida that I hand dyed myself a very, very pale light blue. So that is all my stitching that I got done for the fortnight. I worked for 9 days. I stitched for 9 days in that fortnight, and I got 3,300 stitches in, which is quite a bit down to what I usually do, but yes, things happen. All right, so that's all my stitching. So I'm on to my next rotation, which is, of course, my other lot of patterns. I am still tossing up. Well, so plans for next year, which I'll talk about now. I have decided that I'm going to do 21 projects. I've made a list of the projects that I've got on hand, and then I made a list of projects that I will bring into next year. So I'm going to do 21 projects. I will pick 7 projects a fortnight or a rotation. Whether I do that on a wheel or whether I take Jen's idea and pull them out of a hat, or I don't know how that's going to work because I'd have to do it previous. Yeah, no, that's not going to work. I was going to say I was going to get you guys, I was just going to number the projects and get you guys to pick numbers, and I would just go with the 7 numbers that had the most each fortnight. But that's not going to work because I'd have to get you to pick the numbers this fortnight for the next fortnight. Like, I'd have to do it 2 weeks ahead, and have them jotted down. No, I won't do that. I'll just pull them out of a hat or do a decision wheel or something like that. So I do have my 21 projects picked out. So what I will do is, as a extra video after I film this one, I will print off some of the cover sheets because I haven't got them printed off yet. I'll print them off and laminate them so they're all ready, and I will do a quick little extras video of the 21 projects that I will be taking through to 2024 and discuss my plans from there. As I said, I'm not going to set myself any goals. Then again, I could change my mind and set myself some goals. Who knows? So that's what I'll do after I finish filming. Oops. After I finish filming this one, I will film a quick extras video with my 2024 projects. Alright, so I do have a little bit of haul. So I made a... God, I've got hair everywhere. I made a order with JK's to get some stuff in for one of next year's projects, and that, oh, and a couple of other things. I needed to buy a more petite treasure braid for this one because I ran out of the blue, so I bought another thing of that, so that one can go straight in there. I bought some gold beads because I need them for one of my projects next year. And then I bought myself some 20 count, a meter of 20 count Rustico Ada. Yep. 20 count Rustico Ada, and some gold metallic, which is for the Modern Folk Embroidery 2024 sale. And then I just ducked into my local Spotlight, and they were having a sale, and I just bought my skeins of floss colours for the sale. So looking at that, the gold's a little bit lighter than the 832, but I am not going to use all gold. I'm just going to do the gold in certain sections, so it has little glittery bits all the way through it. But again, I won't go into too much detail in this video because I'll discuss that when I do my plans. So that is everything for the Modern Folk Embroidery sale. Put those beads back in there before I lose them. Alright. Nope, that's for that. That's for... No, nothing else in that bag. And then I got well, this would be my Silks for You October colour of the month. Colour of the month subscription. So I haven't obviously opened it yet. And these are the colours. So we have PR079, PR194, PR6068, and PR151. Now I am thinking that next year I might stop the colour for the month subscription, because I've done it for 2 years now, and I do think I am just starting to get doubles. So I think that I will, and I've got heaps of Silks for You floss. I will keep the seasons subscription and the Christmas subscription, which I'm hoping I'll get my invoice for shortly. They did say that they were going to start doing them yesterday. I haven't received mine yet. So, yeah, I'll keep those two, but I'm thinking of dropping the Colour of the Month subscription, and I am thinking of getting a Fabric of the Month subscription from Paddock Lane Designs in 20 count, just so I can start building up. I know I can dye my own fabrics, but sometimes I don't have the time, and it is nice to have a fabric stash of dyed fabrics already handy, that if you see a pattern or something, you can just go, oh, I think that's going to look really good. As long as it's going to fit on there, I think it's going to look really good. So that's what I'm thinking of doing, is dropping the Colour of the Month Silks for You subscription and getting a Fabric of the Month subscription from Paddock Lane Designs. It's still a little bit up in the air, but I'm leaning more towards that. Alright, so the next two things that I got was, this one is the two advent calendars. So one is from Sharon, who is Fun with Cross Stitch, and the other one is from a Etsy store called Ali B Designs. Now, I haven't opened either of these, so I'm going to, oh, I've got some scissors. Hang on, guys, I'll be back in a second. Whoop. Oh, shit. Nearly fell over. Alright, I'm back. So, I'll open these. Hopefully, they are all individually wrapped, so we don't get any spoiler surprises before the 1st of December, because these are for my Xmas videos. And I'll try not to cut any of the wrapping paper while I'm going. So that is stuck to that, which is probably going to rip it because it's only tissue paper. Let's see if I can get this off without too much damage to the tissue paper. No. Couple of little tears in it. Couple of little tears. That was just a big ass tear, that one. Alright. So, here we are. So this one is from, Sharon. Fun with Cross Stitch. So they are all individually numbered. That is number 1. And then she's just got them all in this Ziploc bag, which will come in handy for a small project bag. And she's just got them all numbered. And there's a little Christmas ornament in there. How cute's that? So yeah, that should have everything in there. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Okay, which one's 6 and which one's... Oh yeah, 6, 7. So she's got them stuck together. So, I know. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, so that's 12 things in there. So I won't actually... start unwrapping that until the 12th of December. So that's that one. And then I've got this one, Alibay Designs. It's a fairly big box. This is meant to be the 25, I think. So, oh, just don't cut yourself. Getting a little bit warm. I'm starting to sweat a little bit. Either that or I'm having a hot flush or I'm getting COVID, because one of my work colleagues messaged me yesterday with a positive COVID test. So we will just see how it plays out, shall we? But it is fairly warm today. It's meant to get to like 34 degrees today here, so she's definitely wrapped this well. Sorry guys, this is taking a little bit of time. These all arrived last week when I was hella busy at work, and I didn't bother unwrapping them. The partner just said, oh, you've got some packages, and I was like, yeah, I haven't got time. So, and I thought it'd be fun to open them on camera, but not so much. Alright, here we go. Getting somewhere now. Getting somewhere. Alright, so when I open the box, there is a little letter there. It says, welcome to your mystery cross stitch advent calendar. Firstly, thank you for supporting a small business. Inside your box you will find 24 individually wrapped and numbered mysteries for you to open each day of December. We suggest opening them in order, but it's your calendar. Maybe you'll open all the small things first and leave the bigger items to the end, or simply stick a hand in each day for a random pick. However you choose to use your calendar, we hope that a little mystery surprise every day brings some joy and builds your cross-stitch supplies stash. Some days you might get something small and other days something bigger, but altogether you will end up with a lovely variety of items that can be used together but can also be put in your stash to use in whatever way you'd like. We've tried to make sure that each advent calendar has a range of items to start or add to a cross-stitches stash. A small note on threads: if included, you might not get threads that match any included patterns exactly. We try to be pretty close, but as calendars get made up, we sometimes have to make slight adjustments. Our absolute guarantee is that the value of your kit is worthwhile. We've added items that we at Alibay Designs use ourselves, and all items are either made in-house or sourced from Australian suppliers. So again, thank you for supporting small business. Wishing you a magical festive season and a happy and stitchy 2024. Cross stitch a poem. Each cross is laid in succession. The aim is fun and not perfection, bringing joy with each stitch laid, then our work of art you have made. So that was the little note. So there's a couple of tag stickers and a little Merry Christmas card. Alright, let's see what's in here. I know what's in here. There's 24 wrapped packages. So, look at that. Fun. And they're each individually wrapped. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, yeah, that's going to be fun to unwrap during my Flossmas. So that's my haul. Did I do any other patterns? No patterns or anything like that. But I'll just put that down on the floor. I'm hoping I don't stab myself with my scissors wherever I put them. But Sarah at Painfree Crafts. Alright, no, sorry about that. I just had some weird text message. Was not me. One number wrong in the number. That was all that it took for them to send a wrong message through. Right. Sarah at Painfree Crafts has released this. Give me a second. Take the brightness down. Has released this. How gorgeous is that? So I am going to wait for my Crystal Club voucher in January, I think it is due, and I am going to purchase that as a kit on 18 count to be a companion piece to my Tiger Lily one. So that is, and she's released others, but that was the one that I just yeah, as soon as I seen that, I knew what I was going to do with it, and that was yeah, get the Crystal Club voucher kit with it. Sarah is also getting 20 count fabric in. She hasn't got it in store yet. She has ordered it. It's still in transit from Germany. So after that kit, I will probably start getting 20 count fabric for my kids, just to make them a little, just to make the size of the overall finished piece a bit smaller. I absolutely love 16 count and 18 count. I'm going to give 20 count a go. So that'll yeah, I'm going to give 20 count a go. Looking at the Rustico, it doesn't seem to be too much smaller than 18 count, or some of my dyed 18 counts. So that is, I'm going to give it a go and see how it goes. It's still 8er and it's 20 count, just a little bit smaller. Rightio. So that is everything to do with my stitchy goodness. Yeah, so work was absolutely hectic last week. I figured out that I worked 60 hours last week, and 35 or so, it's just an approximate, 35 of those hours was just on the weekend, just gone. So the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, just gone. I had 2 back-to-back double shifts, which were both ended up being, I started at like 6:30 in the morning and finished at like, first night I finished at 11 o'clock, and then the second night I finished at like 9:30, or whatever it was. So some pretty big days there. One was a formal, the other one was a Christmas party already. Yes, Christmas parties already in November. But then again, we are halfway through November, so where's the year going to? So yeah, work was really, really hectic. All exhausted, all just, yeah, over it, which is why I did not film on the Monday. And yeah, and that is also why I didn't get much stitching in, because when you're doing that many hours of work, you can't stitch a lot at all. But it has slowed down this week, and then I think we ramp up again next week or the week after, heading into the start of December. So that is going to be interesting to see what happens. And as I said earlier, one of my work colleagues sent me a text message yesterday with a photo of her positive COVID test. So I am just keeping my fingers crossed that I have avoided it. I've managed to avoid it for nearly 4 years. I have not caught COVID. Even going to Brisbane to the Chicks concert where there was like 14,000 people, didn't get it. So I'm just fingers crossed that I don't get it. As I said, I am feeling a little bit hot and flush today, but it is already 32 degrees and it's only just 20 past 11 in the morning. So it's going to be hot and steamy. We have had some rain, which was good. The paddocks have greened up really, really well. We just need some follow-up rain. So that is making it, because there's now moisture in the air, it's making it really humid and gross. So I'm feeling the weather a little bit, the heat a little bit more now that it's humid, whereas a couple of weeks ago it was a dry heat because there was no moisture in the atmosphere. But anyway, so yeah, so that is everything. That's a quick work life update. All my other stuff, Xmas, I'll quickly run through that. We'll start on the 1st of December. I do have, as you see, I had those advents. I had those advents. So one of them will be started on the 1st. The other one will be started on the 12th. And then I'll have Silks for You, 12 days of Christmas, or 12 days to Christmas coming. So I'll also start that on the 12th, 14th. I think they tell you to start it on the 14th, so you open the last one Christmas Day. So yeah, I'll have that. And then I've just got a couple of other, like I've got a tea advent and a gourmet marshmallow advent coming. So that'll be interesting. So I'll open those every day, and then I will show you the little bit of stitching that I've been doing, if I've done any stitching for the day. And I will also put my little stitched advent ornaments onto my little tree that I bought. I only bought a little one to sit on my table, my dining table out the back. So I will also do that. So you'll get a video every day during December, well, up until Christmas Day. And so you won't get my regular fortnightly updates, because I'll just show you what stitching I have done in that, for that day. So yeah, and I might throw in a few giveaways there as well. We'll see how we're traveling. But that's how I'm going to do my Flosstube this year. All right, guys, 40 minutes. Most of that was just talking, not a lot of stitching to show you. So once again, thank you very, very much for coming over and taking your time to watch my videos. It is so much appreciated. I think I hearted all the comments from the last couple of videos. I just didn't get around to commenting, to replying back to them. So I'm sorry if there's some comments that I didn't reply to, but work was hectic. Life was hectic. So yeah, I do very much appreciate it. If I heart it, please know that I've read it. And I'm either going to get back to commenting, or life has just got really busy and I haven't had a chance to comment. And I think that's it. So my next, oh, where's my diary? My next video, my next update will be the 25th. That will be the last fortnightly update before we, no, hang on, I was looking at the wrong day, wrong month. 1, 2, it will be the 27th, Monday the 27th, hopefully, will be my next fortnightly update, and then Xmas starts on Friday the 1st. Alright guys, I am going to leave it as that before I find something else to totally bore you all with. So thank you very much once again for sticking around and watching my videos. Very much appreciated. So guys, until I see you next time, please, wherever you are in the world, take care and stay safe. Bye.